सकता है क्या? हाँ, क्या बात है यार, मुझे आप ऐसे करते हो ना, मजा आ जाता है। हाँ, what's your name? Nico. Nice to meet you. Leo. Yeah. अरे यार, Nico, he's making, no? Nico today. Yeah, tell him.
Nico not making the hot chocolate.
No, who's making hot chocolate?
He is making.
Who's making this?
This one the cappuccino. Nico doesn't.
Nico only cappuccino.
Yes, only the cappuccino.
Only he's doing cappuccino today.
You can do also hot chocolate.
Maybe ask him if he can do hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate?
Yeah, ask him. See. So I want to tell you, are we recording already? Press.
You are already recording.
Yeah, but the video is started? It's going, okay. So first of all, for the audience, I want to say how we met. I want to tell them the story quickly.
Okay.
You know, I was walking down the street and there's this Nada yoga. Nada yoga or Nala?
Nada.
Nada.
Because nada is a sound, right?
Right. It was a festival and I saw these people singing, so I went in and they had like a sound dome. And I sat there, I started to sing and he came, sat next to me, and I could immediately feel, you know, when people truly listen, you know, there's a certain energy when people give you your attention and hearing. You know, he was sitting there listening, it was beautiful. So I was singing and turns out he's also on the path of music, learning classical music and in love with music.
Tabla.
This is all very...
Mainly tabla.
Mainly tabla.
But singing, it's always been, when I first hear Hare Krishna people, you know?
Yeah.
And I go to the temple and I see how they sing this Mangalarati. Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Bengali language.
Bengali folk, yeah.
Just, I love it.
Nice.
Since I was 15.
Nice.
I think it started there.
This is all very spontaneous, by the way, so...
We just having a basically
alignment. We're in, I suppose I should tell you where we are. We're in a beautiful place called Tiruvannamalai. It took me about 2 days. Are we doing? Is it recording?
You're recording?
Yeah, I'm recording, okay.
I'm just checking my...
Okay. In South India, in Arunachal, Tiruvannamalai. Yeah? Okay, good.
All right.
Om Shri Ahantah Rag Vrindavan Sarang.
Beautiful.
It is said that the gopis, talking about the Hare Krishnas, the story is when the gopis in the afternoon, because it's afternoon rag, when they go and pick flowers for Krishna, they're singing this melody apparently.
Okay.
Vrindavan Sarang.
They're waiting for him now?
Yeah, picking the flowers, thinking of Krishna, garland and all that. So, how did you find yourself curious as a person of obviously not Indian descent? How did you find yourself drawn to Indian philosophy, Indian music, Indian culture. Here you are living in Tiruvallai, so it's such a traditional place.
You know, I don't know, when I was about like 14 years old, I first listened Nina Hagen. She was playing this Haida Khan. It's like an album.
Okay, I heard of Nina Simone. That's the blues, right?
So and I also the sacred chant of Shiva came, you know.
Okay.
So MP3, you know, MP3 era. So you can hear all music from around the world, you know. Internet era started. So I like, wow, it sounds really different because you never heard it before. It sounds really different and it sounds attractive. It sounds so rich compared to like other music styles. Have some depthness. So slowly listening it and discovering Shiva devotees in my town, the Krishna devotees in my town, and
it's a loving affair. You know, I was honestly, I'm always surprised how the intensity of falling in love, right? I mean, to give an example that probably everybody can relate to is, let's give an example that we've all at one point been infatuated or in love with a woman, or vice versa, a woman with a man. And how natural it is to constantly want to be with her, or for her to constantly want to be with him. Even when you're walking, if it's been more than a minute that you haven't touched her or held her hand or come close or get her attention, then you feel like it's been such a long time. And you'll get her attention again, touch her hand or play with the hair or notice something about her. I think music is like that. You know, you can't go more than a minute or two without again reassociating with music, with the frequency, with that state of mind. And I often question the motives of musicians who don't have that, but they sing. And I often think, okay, well, that has its time and place, but it's true. Is it really truly coming from a place of surrendering to sound vibration, to the divine? So I'm happy that you're beginning to explore the real love for that state of mind, because otherwise people are just waiting for the weekend for the mic. You know, turn on the mic and any Tom, Dick and Harry will be happy to come in.
Like a karaoke weekend night.
Right. I mean, that's what, I mean, we'll be honest, maybe this talk doesn't happen much, but I find personally that's how a lot of Kirtan circles are.
I completely agree with you, because I was here in Tiro for
and
years.
This is nothing to do with the genre, nothing. This is just the sincerity.
I know. I was trying to find the people to sing with me. I was playing tabla. I was like, well, let's sing together and say, once a week. I say, but what about every day? You live here anyway. So let's meet together every day, do riyaz. And people like totally, they don't want to sing every day. They don't want to sing every day. They don't want to like take it as something everyday thing. You know, it's funny.
Yeah, it's a. I mean, the first thing it's already hard. Like I kind of understand, because it must be hard being in a European body or in an American body, which is not your first instinctive culture, adapting a difference. Like me going and living in China and then trying to learn Chinese and dress like a Chinese. I could spend 20 years there, but still there'd be something not quite. But for me, the important thing is the effort, the intention and the effort that you put. So sometimes, you know, Westerners get, let's suppose, ridiculed or made fun of the accent, for instance. You know, they'll say namaste or they'll say chakra. That's all overlooked. That's fine. You know what? Being born and raised in India, who speaks 4 Indian languages, even now I cannot pronounce Sanskrit properly. I have so many times Orthodox Sanskrit scholars come up and say, if I were to perform, and they would say, oh, you didn't quite pronounce that properly. I remember my friend's father corrected me. Madhuradhipatir. There's one Madhurashtakam. Madhurashtakam.
I love it, man.
I say, Madhuradhipatir akhilam madhuram. And he said, no. Madhuradhipatir akhilam has to be one word. You cannot break it. Madhuradhipatir. You cannot break it there. He said, Madhuradhipati rakhilam
It's one word. Yeah.
madhuram.
Yeah.
So small things like this, because he says if you break it at the wrong time, it completely means something different in Sanskrit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
even I get the heat, what to speak.
yeah.
So my question always is nothing to do with the technicality or the ritualistic side of devotion. It's the intention. If anybody doesn't have a practice, a musical practice for a day, no self-discipline, no spiritual practice in the daytime, but yet he's quite happy to, in the weekend, to turn on a mic and sing. I have to doubt his intentions.
Yeah, yeah.
As a musician, I have to doubt, and even as a spiritual seeker, I have to doubt his intentions. So for us, we put a lot of emphasis on personal practice. My tantra literally doesn't go off. And yes, I'm very, let's say, pushy about that, because too many people pass now as kirtan singers who don't do that. And what it's doing, it's not only musically reducing the quality of music that they're producing, but the spiritual potency is also lacking. The spiritual potency comes from a place of discipline.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, this is the message to all my brothers and sisters out there, to have a very, like some sort of a personal spiritual practice when it comes to music.
I heard about it. I heard about that as the sun and the moon, they have the rhythm, like a discipline.
Yeah.
That we are the humans, we also have to find a way to our rhythm, but constantly not breaking it. And you're talking about this kind of stuff?
Yes, I mean everything is about association again and again. That's what it's about. The more you, and everything is about attention. Wherever you put attention, it grows naturally. So when you don't put attention somewhere, it withers like a flower.
I love that you say that. Huh? It's underlooked a lot. Can you say?
I mean, it's just I don't know. It's a lifestyle. I think people take it too lightly. I mean, there's also no, but I understand. But there is a beauty on that. Like, hey, everybody can do it. Let's come as a family. Turn on the mic. Hey, Mr. Joe, what song have you got? Let's hear that. That has its time and place, and that's beautiful also. But that if that becomes the standard for what, let's say, spiritual gatherings, or let's say leadership, when someone is leading something, you're leading the group's consciousness with you. You're taking this, and you have to have a sense of where you're going yourself, and that comes from a spiritual practice. And as far as music goes, how can you not practice? This is the point I'm trying to make. It's like if you're in love, if you claim that you're in love with this process of music and frequency, how can you not have a personal musical, let's say, engagement going deep within yourself? I don't understand that. Then that it makes me suspicious.
Yeah.
Then it makes me suspicious of their motive. Like, oh, you're quite happy to come and sing in a house full on a Sunday, on a yoga barn or whatever. But okay, in your personal life, you have no love for it. And the question is, why are you doing it?
Oh yeah, I got it.
That's the thing I wanted to.
Yeah. So that's maybe one of the reasons that I never offer here any bhajans or things like that, because I feel like some of my time, I feel that kind of processes, and I feel like some sort of responsibility. I really would like to talk with you. You just briefly say a few words like musical frequency in the beginning. So, many people will maybe see this video, I don't know, and many people, of course, they look in this video because they love India.
Yeah.
They come into Tiruvannamalai, that's why they watch a channel. And maybe we can give them a taste of a musical frequency which, you know what I mean? People don't know they can sing. Some people don't know they can sing. But what about this approach to just singing one note, or just finding the bass note and just practicing this as a spiritual practice? Is it possible?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, I think all people can find this root note and just hum it, and this actually in India considered to be very important, and many people talk about it.
Yeah.
Like Ajo Chakraborty.
Yeah, everybody.
But Westerners, they don't know it. They don't know that
Because
it's
a feeling. It's a feeling. You know, like how would you say? My music teacher used to say, how would you speak to your lover in the morning? How would you wake her up? So gently, if she's sleeping, and the sun is about to rise, and let's say you made plans to go out in the morning, but she's sleeping. How would you so gently bring her out? How would you talk? How would you whisper in her ears? Yes, how do you wake up? So the tone is like often, so many times, like it's all about sensitivity and being aware. Like nobody says, "Ooh," it's so aggressive, you know. Like how many times you have a yoga class and you have the teachers like, okay, let's do it. Start with an Om. We're like, okay, let's do it, and he goes, "Ooh," you know. It's like,
oh yeah.
you know, how would you, tonality cannot be taught. Do I have to teach you how to answer the phone when your love calls you? When your beloved calls you? Do I have to teach you, say hello like this? No.
Yeah.
Do I have to teach you how to answer the phone call when your enemy calls you, your boss who doesn't like you, or you don't like your boss? No. Naturally, the tone is like, hello, what do you want? You see? So tonality is nothing but our natural expression. But yes, of course, the voice is like a machine and like a muscle. We have to train it. But the expression, nobody can teach you. No, I cannot teach you how to think. Creative, I cannot teach you. The teacher is basically teaching you how to use the machine. But once you learn it, how to actually express that, it's completely uniquely you. So I think if someone's sensitive, that I'm just about to recite a vowel, a letter, a sound, which is so loving. It's the embodiment of all that is love and consciousness. Now, how would you say that Om? Now, this is where we sit and practice. We go, okay, first one is Om. I could do better. Then you think, you breathe, you go into that loving space. Om. Better. Om. Better. You know, you can go to gratitude, you can settle down your breath, the breath has to settle. Now there are the technical things of the breath being stable and all that comes through practice, but the intention is at least there. And that intention I find so many times, again, missing.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Even I get confused sometimes with my practice about intention. And I hear many people say, oh, we need to settle intention before we sing, you know, like a Ganapati or something. But now, if you're talking about beloved, I can see it clearly how it works.
Yeah, because it's like, you are tuning into yourself. You're basically expressing, when people see you sing in public, what they're really seeing is how you are when you're alone. You are giving them an insight into how you are when you're completely alone at peace. That's a very tough job for a singer to do. How not to become bewildered by all these eyes looking at you, and how to be in front of all these people, but yet feel completely alone. That's very tough, because that's also a challenge for a musician, not to get caught up in his ego, not to get caught up in this subjective reality, which is an illusion, really. And this is why spiritual practice and music always went together. The Kashmiri Shaivism did it. All the great, we're in South India, all the great Alvars, all the great devotees, whether that be Shankya, Dvaita, doesn't matter. They were all musicians. Because sound frequency and something about our spirit is just like sitting in. I mean, in the end of the day, according to Tesla, he says when you think of the universe, think of frequency, sound, and energy. So we are frequency, sound, and energy bodies. So that looks good. You should definitely start. That looks really good. Arey, mera omelette nahi aaya bhai. Brother, still waiting for my omelette, huh? Yeah, just so you know. Yeah, coming. Okay. We were talking about Madhurashtakam, 2 line. Adharam Madhuram. Adharam madhuram Vadanam madhuram. Now see, this song starts with Adharam, means lips. How would you say your lips are sweet? Hey, go. Adharam. No, right? No need. Adharam. No need.
Yeah.
This is expression in its pure form. If you're looking at someone's lips, now Ballavacharya composed this song looking at Krishna's lips. When Krishna appeared in front of Ballavacharya, the first thing he noticed is lips. So he starts the song by Adharam Madhuram, Vadanam Madhuram, your form, Nayanam Madhuram, your eyes, Hasitam Madhuram, your smile. So now you're going to sing this song. If you're disconnected from what is actually happening, you'll never be able to generate the natural tone. Then it's just artificial. You have to feel it. You're saying, my dear lover, whether or not you believe in Krishna literally or not, or if you're a Vaishnava, you're Advaitavadi, it doesn't matter. The point is, you're saying, my dear lover, you have beautiful lips. Now you sit with this and go, okay, the melody is ta 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 ta. That's the melody, standard. Okay, now how you will say it? Adharam. No. Adharam. 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 Many ways you can approach it. Adharam. Madhuram. Vadanam. Madhuram. Nayanam. Nayanam because his eyes are restless. Nayanam. Restless. Nayanam madhuram. Hasitam madhuram. Hirdayam madhuram. Even though you have all these beautiful features, but the most beautiful thing about you, Krishna, is your heart. So this is what I mean. Anytime you sing Om Namah Shivaya, something is all about tuning into that energy. Now Shiva energy is like, depending on the melody, but most of the time we associate Shiva with this gravity, fixed, deep, beholding the entire universe, right? So different energy require a different. So that's why usually when they sing Om Namah Shivaya, sometimes here you walking and they're playing.
Oh yeah.
Om Namah Shivaya. It's like universal, It's like, Om. This is like an awe and reverence. You're looking up to the universe and you are feeling insignificant. Om Namah Shivaya. Very different tone. Then, so these things, then you'll start to understand, even though they're all one energy, but Shiva Shakti is expanded in different energies also. Ganesh is distinctly different to Shiva. They're one, but at the same time different. Now this will bring you to the concept of Achinta Bheda Bhed. How Saraswati, Ganesh also one. They're all the same energies, but they are very distinct also at the same time. So then when you sing Saraswati Vandana, it'll be a different approach. When you sing Ganesh Vandana, it'll be a different approach. All stemming from the same concept of devotion, but like branches of different expressions. That's the best way I could put it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to hear about mother. How do you sing for mother? What kind of intentions? Or
Well, it depends. If your mother is pissed and she's Kali.
no, like some universal mother like Amba, or somebody like that.
Yeah. Well, again, different mothers' energies are different.
Yeah.
Durga is, Saraswati, Lakshmi, you would say is the embracing energy. Chandika. How are you going to sing Chandika? Just the name itself is like, she's holding heads.
Chandika.
Kali, Chandika, all these 9 expansions of Shakti, they're different again. So if you are a music producer and you're composing a melody and the lyrics is Jai Ma Kali, How would you go about this? You understand what Kali is. Are you going to go, Jai Ma Kali, Jai Ma Kali, Jai? This is the sensitivity of association with certain colors, certain energies.
Yeah.
This is why it's beautiful. That's why I love Kashmiri Shaivism, because even though we understand Satchidananda Rupam Shivoham, we are all Shiva. Everything is nothing but consciousness. But Shiva is expanded in varieties for us to have a different mellow, different exchange, a different variety, different color, even though everything is one. So yes, when you sing about mother, depending which form of mother it is, this is the unique proposition of the Vedas. We don't just, there's so many mothers. Mother Bhumi, she's also a mother. The wife of your teacher is also your mother. Your mother is also a mother. The river is also a mother.
I see.
There are many kinds of mothers.
I see.
And even though the motherhood, the root is one, but again, when it branches out to these beautiful different branches, there are many expressions of motherhood. We are also mother. I mean, the whole idea of the masculine, the feminine, being in the masculine. You are also feminine, also masculine. And again, the concept of Shiva Shakti. So, yes, if Kali, Kali would be different expression than to, let's say, Lakshmi. Lakshmi. Shri Lakshmi Mahalakshmi. It's like, oh, Shri Lakshmi Mahalakshmi. Gratitude. You can almost be like, Lakshmi, give me some money. Gratitude, right? Oh, Kali. Kali is a bit more, but you gotta be careful. We all have this experience. When your mom's angry, right? You stay a little distant, right?
Yeah.
My mom is half Colombian, I'm native, so when she used to get angry, you never know, don't annoy her when she's in a place of bother. Then you just watch her and go, okay, I'm gonna keep a distance, do what you gotta do.
तुम दर्शन घड़ी एक नहीं आवड़े तुम दर्शन मोय. My dear Krishna, not even a moment goes by unnoticed by me in separation of you. तुम ही मेरे प्राण जो. I have seen all that has to be seen, but it's very easy to conclude that you are my true lover. तुम ही मेरे प्राण जो आंसू ही मन हो. This mind cannot be captured by anything else but your beautiful smile. प्रभु खड़ी एक नहीं आवड़े तुम दर्शन नहीं. Chorus. गिरिधारी गिरिधारी. Together. जो मैं ऐसा जानती, if I only knew that falling in love with you would cause my heart so much pain and anguish. Nobody warned me. Then I would have taken a drum in the marketplace, warning everyone, do not fall in love. Look at what has happened to me. And she says, प्रभु जो मैं ऐसा जानती रे प्रभु जो ऐसा जानती प्रीत किए दुख हो ऐसा जानती रे प्रीत किए दुख हो गली ढिंडोरा I would have taken a drum ढिंडोरा पीट तीर banging it loud. Why? Oh, प्रीत न करियो को. Don't fall in love if you're not ready for it. You see, yesterday I was singing in front of after the arti, and I said, Shiva, I'm ready. Take me. No, I was not. Why? I lost my mobile. Pritana kariyo koe, you see, be careful, be careful. This is a path, not for the faint-hearted. It's love beyond all love. And in this instance, whether Shiva or Krishna, Mirabai says what? Giridhari, Giridhari. Together. Giridhari.